How fast is the Hirochi SBR4 in reality? I've done this type of video on the channel before. beaming.driv's cars all handle quite realistically, but because none of them actually are real cars, you don't really know where their performance lines up in real life. And a car I've been always curious about is the SBR4, because it isn't really any one car from real life. In principle, it's like if Subaru made a Porsche. At the end, I'll show the lap time and I'll compare it to some real life lap times from around the Nürburgring. Disclaimer though, these laps in these videos are never perfect, and it's been highly requested that I just show the lap straight through, so I may not reach the full potential of the car, but I'll get pretty close. Also, this lap is going to be completed with Sport ESC because I feel that's how Hirochi would probably run the car if this was being done in real life. Driving the SBR4. Now, I'm using the DCT version of the car because I feel that's what Hirochi would use if they did this in real life. So, yeah, I really like how this car handles. It must be said, it handles quite nicely. It handles quite realistically. You can slide it around a little bit, although it does suffer slightly from. Hold on, this is. So you had a corner, gotta focus a little bit for this. It does have suffer from the issue that a lot of BMG cars suffer from, which is because of the way the friction is coded into the game. Once a car starts sliding, it's pretty much unrecoverable. Although more so in some cars than others. Also, there might be a lot of moments where I'm not talking or sentences are coming out completely upside down, because normally I edit those out. I struggle a lot with focusing on driving and talking at the same time. I'm not Tiffany Dell or Jimmy Broadbent, and I'm just off the back. I'm like 7 or 8 takes in. I'm just off the back of messing up a really good take where I got around most of the lap, and it was like perfect as well. So trying really hard to be cheery and make the video good, but it kind of sucks when you do so well and you mess it up right at the end. And it's like 1:30 in the morning right now, so I'm a little bit tired. But I think my driving is fairly okay for doing this test fairly enough, although I know I'll be a bit slow. I just noticed I have a bit more fuel than I should have, but I don't really have any complaints about the handling of the car. So I'm just going to leave it how it is. I did all the other tests with full fuel tanks, so I don't do much Nürburgring driving anymore, to be honest. Kind of got it out of my system when I was doing a lot of Gran Turismo Sport and focus. I'm gonna keep it in. I don't think I lost too much time there. Doing laps on a Touristenfahrten lobby with a Group C car I did not have the skills to handle at the time. Aim for the dot on the track. Wow, Andrew, you just flew miles away from that. It's okay. Then Kevin Estra's favorite corner. Miss, hit, miss. Sorry, I might have brought up a lot of pain for Estra fans. I am a Kevin Estra fan. If you're not a motorsport fan, you might be thinking, what the fuck is this lunatic talking about? Oh, wow. Okay, slightly messed that up, but it's not too bad. Yeah, this is the issue with doing these, and why I used to cut them sometimes, because I used to cut the mistakes out, even if they were reflected in the final lap time, because it's hard to get these laps right when you have a limited amount of time to record the YouTube video for. I often considered recording the laps with no talking and then doing a voiceover afterwards, but it's kind of hard to just voiceover driving like this. Now, I mess up this corner quite frequently. That was not the worst. I did at least hit the apex, but I probably could have approached it a little bit faster. This is where Niki Lauda had his famous crash. I know I mention it every single time I do one of these videos, but still, I find it so interesting. Don't hit the curb. Okay, coming up to Bravery Corner. Not much bravery from me going through here. It's generally like a 5th gear corner. Took way too much curb there. That was a bit of a ballsy move. Probably could have braked a bit later there as well. But even though I like having the opportunity to use my sim racing abilities to test things and answer questions people might have, like these questions of how fast these fictional cars would be in real life. But the truth is, I hate driving road cars on a racetrack, dude. They just, they never, like, no matter how much engineering you put into a track-focused, road-legal car, unless it's something crazy. I know they're not really road-legal, those Aston Martin Valhallas or whatever they're called. I think are they road-legal? I can't remember. Anyway, with stuff like this car, it's gonna be a little bit too soft or too heavy. It's never gonna be fully there in terms of agility and road holding. And there is a hair on my face and it's fucking irritating me so much right now. Holy shit, dude. But I gotta focus. It's caught in my mustache. Okay. Oh, we're coming up to YouTube corner. We say hello, auto addiction. Whoops. Okay, slow down way too much. I don't know what I was doing. Okay, I do mess up this a little bit sometimes. Woo. Went a little bit deep there, but that's okay. Come around to here. There's a jump at the braking zone. That always sucks in BeamNG. Now, this is the section I'm after messing up like 4 times in like some really good takes. Aha, I thought I messed it up for a 5th time there. Yeah, the rear can step out in it quite easily if you push it too hard. It's savable, but BeamNG does suffer a little bit. I don't know if I mentioned the friction model at the start or if that was a different take, but the way the friction works in this game, a lot of the time when a slide begins, it's just not possible to save it. There we go. Damn, I've made it pretty far. Let's not mess up this final section. I'm just gonna be really cautious through the last bit. Also, terrifying, punctures on the straight are very possible. So I'm gonna keep to this side because there's some, I think it's 2 solid roads are clipping into each other on the entry to the Touristenfahrten sort of building area there. So once you get through here, you're safe from the punctures. Come back over to here, under the Bilstein Bridge. Go flat out, dude, all the way through here. Now I'm gonna start fucking being careful. 6th, 5th. I love this section of the track because you can absolutely rock it in here in a GT3. Oh, I actually did all right there, huh? And then into the last corner. Better not crash here. Oh, look at that! I actually got it taken. Now I gotta make sure that actually recorded. But if it did and you're seeing this video, here are some very similar cars based off the lap time. I obviously won't see them until we're in the edit. So yeah, very fun car to drive. If you've got a sim racing setup, I highly recommend trying it. I've not really driven this car much with my sim racing setup, to be honest. But if you want to see me try filming 8.6's new Elfin T5 mod, click here. I will give my verdict on whether it is as difficult to drive as people say. A lot of new viewers, do subscribe. A lot of you guys aren't subscribed yet. And this is another video YouTube thinks you'll like. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the track.